Ultimate Madness has really been setting the tone.
Yeah.
It's really been setting the tone for the new wave of niggas.
Yeah, it's been separating the men from the mice, the pit from the poodles. You feel me? So
the wheat from the chaff.
You feel me?
But anyway, back to this battle. I like Loso.
I'm glad you stopped it because I was about to say some wild ass stupid shit right then. I felt it coming. Pause.
That's good. So
pause. I just said I felt it coming. You said that's good. So yeah, welcome to the Hold It Down podcast. You know what I'm saying? The HID Boyz in HD. You feel me? I'll be your host, Guantanamo Bay. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing like Bobby Flay. You feel me? With my co-host right here.
You already know what it is. Your main man, the unstoppable Bloodbath. Back at it again.
The score. I hate because like I knew it was coming, but every time it would happen, you just find a way to segue into it beautifully. Like, you know what, FIFA, you just need to believe in yourself. But you know what I believe in? The score! Every time. I was like, I hate this nigga, bro.
It keeps you on your toes.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of his toes, you already heard from my co-host, the great QC himself, Quantity Control.
Quantity control. all right. Fuck it.
It makes it worse because quantity is only a word.
Yes, quantity control. Fuck it. We rolling with it.
Yeah,
we rolling with it.
But yeah, thanks for rolling over onto another episode of Hold It Down podcast. We say hip hop and battle rap culture as a whole. Yeah,
we out here looking real Black Pantherish. You know what I'm saying? Black on black everything. Shout out to all black people. You know what I'm saying? Blickety black.
But we just watched a black ass event too. We just watched Smack Volume 8.
You dig?
So yeah, this ain't gonna be no long drawn out episode with the multiple segments because we just gotta talk about these battles, all right?
You dig?
Volume 8 was for us yesterday, so this should be coming out ASAP, like 12-y.
And I don't even think we got any news topics like that, really.
Nah, we ain't doing that today. We can do it next time.
Yeah. All we gotta do, I'm just gonna say one thing. Boozy, leave the gays alone. I'm fucking tired.
Okay.
Leave the gays and the transsexuals alone. You know what I'm saying? TS Madison. Leave them alone too. Just stop. Turn your Wi-Fi off, nigga. God damn. Turn the camera off.
Sure.
All right. Wipe me down.
Smack Volume 8 was yesterday for us. I say we both agreed off mic. Great event overall.
Yes.
I'm gonna run down some of the battles first, in case you didn't know.
Especially very respectable to our time. You know, shout out to that.
These niggas were very timely.
Very.
They had shit to do after this.
You feel me?
You could tell because they didn't drag this shit out.
Yes.
There was no long intermissions. I think the battles between battles, the intermissions was usually like 5 or 6 minutes. Then they get on to the next one. The only time it was longer is if there was if you was interviewing rappers, because some rappers would come out and sit down and talk to them. Yeah. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, you give them a couple minutes to talk. That's not really hurting the show.
Yeah, and even then, they definitely kept that at a minimal too. Like they didn't try to get no in depth. You know what I'm saying? Freaking was it Katie Couric interview and shit? This ain't 60 minutes, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say some things about the battle you just had. All right, cool. We'll move the fuck on. Like.
Exactly.
This is really making me not like crowds. Like
I've been saying it, dog. I've been saying fuck crowds.
And like I get it, Drake's involved. We need to get all this money back because it's a big money event. I get it. Crowds, cool. But I'm gonna be very excited when shit is not a crowd, because you know what that means? We're gonna get to the shits and get on with our lives.
They started on time, they ended at a reasonable time. It started at 6 on the dot. The pre-show was only 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, y'all niggas is lucky too, because if them niggas had crowds, this shit probably be coming out on Wednesday or something. Nigga be having to go get some sleep. He got shifts in the morning and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to catch all the episodes live this time. I didn't have to bootleg some of the battles.
And you weren't even mad about it.
Yeah, I wasn't mad. So I still went to bed at a reasonable time, so I wasn't upset.
Yeah, that's what happens. You can keep your fans happy when you keep your show at a reasonable time.
For sure.
That's all you got to do. But anyway, I'm gonna run through the battles real quick, and then we're gonna go in and do our recaps of each individual battle. So in case you missed it, The battles on this card were JC versus Sirius Jones, Arsenal versus Loso, Chilla Jones versus Kid Chaos, B-Dot versus Av, DNA versus King Los, and Averb versus Head Ice was the headliner.
You dig?
That's the rundown. Now, we're going to go through. We ain't going to score or nothing like that, but we're going to give our opinions about the battles. Going to do a recap of all of them individually.
Yeah. When we got events, we ain't doing the scores and getting in detail and shit. When we do one battle, we can get in all the details.
Yeah.
And, get all that content out from one, 30-minute clip of niggas making poems about each other. You know what I'm saying? But when there's a whole freaking event, nigga, y'all gonna get some debriefing. That's about it.
Yeah, dog. So, first battle of the night. Chilla Jones versus Kid Chaos.
Good battle. Next one. No, I'm playing. Like it was definitely I ain't gonna lie. This made me feel, because the last time we seen Chilla Jones was Chilla Jones versus Real Sick, right?
I think so. Yes.
That's the last time I remember.
He battled since then. I can't remember. I think it was JC.
JC.
Because I remember. Either he battled JC or niggas saying he wanted him to battle JC. Chilla Jones battled somebody a little while ago.
Oh wait. If Chilla Jones battled JC, wouldn't that be a rematch? Because didn't we watch?
We did watch that. So no, it wasn't
Jones,
that. It was somebody
was
when niggas were saying they needed to put respect on Chilla's name, and I cannot remember who that battle was right now.
Well, the last one I remember was Chilla Jones versus Real Sick.
He's battled since then. I know he had. I just can't remember.
I'm pretty sure, because it was definitely a long time ago, and Chilla Jones ain't Lux. Only Lux and Mook decide to battle once a damn year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Hopefully we can get another Lux battle soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Niggas was hyped. Niggas was saying that Lux and Chess should do something. When they had a freaking clip. This is how hyped niggas be about Lux. Lux was just freaking in a clip with Chess. He was like, I'm about to battle him in a chess match.
Yeah.
And niggas in the comments literally like, yo, if he beats you, you get him at Gnome. Stop playing. That would be I feel like that would be a cool pairing. You know what I'm saying?
It's not bad, but I don't know if I'm ready for that just yet.
You know, and we're not ready for Cassidy and Freeway. I'm almost on a campaign to not make this happen. I do not want to see this. I'm not gonna lie.
Who was it that said that?
I think it was Loso. Loso said it. I do not want this battle to happen.
It was Loso.
You know what I'm saying? Not on the expense of Cassidy, because Cassidy has a bulletproof ego. He'll be okay. Freeway is a good dude, okay, and I don't want him to go through this. All right, I don't want him to be in the ring. Especially nigga Cassidy just on the announcement of the thing decided to bring up his daughter dying. That was weird as hell. Like,
that was very weird.
So imagine what he's gonna write about. Like, you see what this nigga mind is like. Hey, Freeway, his daughter just died. Let me say that on a mic in front of people. You know, it's like, no, smack, no, just no, not this one. All right, but Chilla Jones versus K Chaos. I would say, like, while I still am a bigger fan of Real Sick, not comparison, but while I'm a bigger fan of Real Sick, I do feel like where in that battle we were like, yo, Real Sick is really good, but this kind of shows a difference between a vet and like a new fire nigga. I feel like Kid Chaos was like really doing his thing. Like, he almost was coming off like a vet in a way against Chilla Jones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Chilla Jones was coming through with it. Vet, he's a vet in the game, so consistency. He's one of them niggas almost like an Av and shit. Like, what can you say about Chilla Jones? Anything that comes with a name, you know what I'm saying?
It's automatic respect. Automatic respect that nigga's pen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
also, I'm forgetting, Chilla Jones called him out.
Really?
I remember now. Chilla Jones, he was in a battle, and he called out Kid Chaos. What's this fucking battle?
Your mind's slipping today, man. The hat is on too tight, man.
I remember the nigga said it.
Yeah. They got you in your Roy Jones right now. You must have forgot. But yeah, Kid Chaos is really doing this thing. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Kid Chaos isn't like as revered as some of the other people that are like in his class, but like just as good as him. Because anytime I hear Kid Chaos, he always gets off his shit crazy. Like, he's one of them too. You know what I'm saying? Just like a Real Sick, a Luke Castro. He's one of them.
He all of that. He in that same circle of respect is automatic. Cause the nigga came in the game good and ain't fucked up yet.
Yeah, I feel like personally, I don't see him be like as promoted as much, but he definitely does his shit. I'll tell you what, if he ain't as promoted as much, he's almost like a he's like a, I hate to say it, but he's like a Davies or like a Lupe Fiasco. Like the game promotes him like that. Like he's respected by other battlers, so the other battlers will put respect on his name. You know what I'm saying? Like Arsenal don't just tag team with anybody, especially not a new nigga, but he tag team with Kid Chaos. You know what I'm saying? Chilla Jones, I don't know Chilla Jones to be calling out niggas, but Chilla Jones called out Kid Chaos. And Chilla Jones at a level, he can call out anybody. And anybody would be like, yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Except for maybe like the top tier niggas that be having the egos and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely a good battle. Good battle on both sides. I would edge it to Chilla Jones a little bit.
I also edge it to Chilla Jones. I feel like Chilla showed there was a slight separation between them. I feel like Kid Chaos was almost there, but his pen just ain't at the level of Chilla Jones yet. But I do feel like he can get there. Like Kid Chaos is nice as hell, bro. He can get there.
For sure.
Feel like
soon too. Soon, like probably by next year.
Yeah, I feel like that too. But
for sure.
Chilla is still showing that he's a vet and why he's a vet, why he demands his respect. Cause he nice out here, bro.
And I ain't gonna lie, it was almost kind of like in a way of like watching New Jersey Twerk versus Danny Myers. I felt like these two had history. You know what I'm saying? Like when Kid Chaos was almost like breaking down how like, yo, I gotta do extra shit and be extra animated because
of you.
Because you're like, you got the pen, but you don't animate. You just you calm and that shit becomes boring. And now they wanna put that shit on me, so now I gotta do extra shit. Nigga literally did that. I gotta do extra shit just because you come off boring. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that part when he was like, I'm looking at you and it's giving everything you got.
That shit was fire. That shit was fire. Yeah, Kid Chaos, bro. Like, if you, like I said, in my eyes, I don't see them promote you like they should, or like some of the other niggas we know. But if I'm wrong, because I also don't be in tune like I should be, but if I'm wrong, you definitely deserve to be up there with the class of the new school.
It's because, bro, Kid Chaos, he was in the same Ultimate Madness, the same exact one, with Real Sick and the legendary. Oh my fuck! How am I forget this nigga? Jay Nightwing, legendary Jay Nightwing. Everybody respects Jay Nightwing. Fonz is in the same one. Like all of them was in Ultimate Madness 1, and they showed that them niggas is nice, and they've been everything ever since.
And would it be premature to say that like once they finally release the Fonz battle on that Chris Brown event, we'll cover that shit too?
Oh, we got to. Because all I've heard is that Fonz went to another level on that nigga, bro.
Yeah,
and I respect Luke Castro and Fonz, so I know that Fonz could do
it. Yeah. So, but yeah, and also like we were thrown off just hearing about the Chris Brown event. Like when we was looking at the Drake shit, it was like, yo, who the hell decided to have an event at Chris Brown house? But hey, we'll cover that shit because the Clips and Chest Bell is out. Y'all can go check that out if y'all want to. But we're just waiting on the Fonz and Luke Castro joint to come out, and then we'll cover I guess the event as a whole, which it's only 2 battles. So you know what we do, nigga. We do battles like it's nothing. You feel me?
Exactly.
We do whole events, nigga. What's 2 battles, nigga? You feel me?
Ain't shit to a boss.
Ain't shit to a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Next up,
good battle.
Arsenal versus Loso.
Okay, now this one, I ain't gonna lie.
This one just okay.
I don't know how I feel about Loso. I feel like I haven't been impressed by him, like in a minute. I feel like if we watched more than a few battles, I still remember when COVID, was fresh and they did the virtual pre-recorded battle. Still kind of weird to this day because niggas.
It was weird. It really was.
I think niggas was ad-libbing their own shit. niggas had 3 of themselves in one room trying to rap at a nigga. Like niggas had powers all of a sudden. Like that shit was crazy. But
niggas had some very overproduced videos.
Yes. But I remember it was Loso versus Arsenal then. I was like, who this nigga Loso?
I had never heard of him at that time either. Yeah, that was my first time hearing of him.
And since then, I've seen why he was respected. But have I been impressed by him? No, especially in the age of. Some of the other niggas we seen, like the Luke Castros and the Real Six, all these new names I've seen in the last year, we either classify them as stumbles or they the greatest niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Loso was also in Ultimate Madness. Ultimate Madness 1. No, he wasn't Ultimate Madness 1. He was Ultimate Madness 2. Okay, I take it back. Ultimate Madness 2.
Ain't gonna happen no time soon, motherfucker. But yeah, Loso versus Arsenal. I think we definitely got a good Arsenal. I'll tell you that, because
I thought we got an okay Arsenal. I see Arsenal do better.
I guess he just looked good against Loso then.
He probably just tired of battling Loso. You feel like battling Loso one more again?
Because I feel like
you're not good.
I feel like Loso in the age, like even though it's a group EFB, I feel like we're also in kind of an era of every fucking bar. Like everybody's stepping their shit up. Everybody that isn't Mook. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I want to stop the Mook slander, but like the last thing I'm hearing about Mook is him trying to expose Smack. I'm like, listen, you can't even expose the niggas you're battling. Why are you trying to expose the boss?
I still have to watch that rant too. I saw niggas saying I did. Mook did a whole rant. I need to watch it myself too.
I'm like,
we can probably talk about that.
I'm like, nigga, do you play any video games? Do you watch Mega Man? You don't go straight to the last nigga. Like you have to work your way up, my nigga. You kind of still at the fifth boss. Like, you know, have you played Castlevania? Like, come on, nigga. But anyway, nigga trying to go to Dracula and he's still Alucard. Like, what the fuck? But yeah.
I think this battle was just okay. It was just hard to follow that first battle. Like they set the tone with the chilling Kid Chaos.
Yeah.
And then Arsenal and Loso just didn't keep up that same tempo and momentum. That's really all it was.
I did kind of like Arsenal shit, but yeah, Loso. I don't want, and I know it sounds like I'm calling him weak, and I partially am. But I just feel like he has good angles and shit because, you know, he doesn't really have, he's Christian battle rapper. I feel like it's almost, his whole shit is like, what makes a good battle is like just niggas have so much shit to talk about him because he's a Christian and shit. But when it's his turn, like I think his shit is like exposing shit. But if he's against somebody that really doesn't have like some clear dirt, then it's like you can only work with so much. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't really been able to. Now, if he goes against like a prep or something, then maybe we'll have the battle of the century. But like, if he's going against Arsenal, who Arsenal at this point in his life be chilling, he ain't bother nobody, he ain't in the mix of no gossip, he ain't in no 6-man fake group chat. Like, so what are you going to talk about? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was a cool battle. Yeah. Next one.
JC versus Sirius Jones.
Now here's where we start getting somewhere, people.
This was a good battle.
This is a good battle.
I've been saying since Sirius came back that this nigga is a problem. This nigga is a real threat. Because I said that in that swamp battle, I said, look, this nigga is wild. Because everything after that Diamond Tester shit
was good.
It was crazy.
And he was going against a good swamp, too.
That was like the best swamp we've seen, too.
Yeah, because swamp is also somebody we've seen that on the solo, he's not very impressive. But that day, I was like, what? Does him and Swamp have like a beef? Because Swamp was on a mission.
Swamp was doing very good that battle.
He was on a mission and still like a Sirius Jones, like once he lets go of like the funny shit or like the initial, because he'll still have jokes in between, but he'll try to come with like a little gimmick in the beginning. And it just, it's almost funny how the shit just don't work every time.
This one wasn't bad though. This time his gimmick was being dressed as a pimp because niggas always talk about him being a pimp.
And it was cool, but I feel like following his lines, I feel like he started in a pimp thing because even, was trying talking like a Snoop Dogg voice, like, That's
why he eventually took all the stuff off. At the battle went on, more and more clothes came off. He came out there in a hoodie, in a mink, in a hat. Yeah. Next round, the mink stripped. And the hat was gone. Just the hoodie. Last round, t-shirt and sweatpants.
Nigga must have learned from the school of KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Public Enemy B. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the few niggas that know Boogie Down production shit. You know what I mean? Love's Gonna Get You. That's my nigga right there. But yeah, like it was cool in the beginning, but I feel like he kind of like got lost in the momentum, and then I feel like the bars changed because then he started talking about his life instead of like trying to be on some pimp shit. But he was just still using a pimp tone. But I was like, this don't match. A pimp wouldn't say this. So I was just like, it threw it off a little bit.
A pimp wouldn't say this because pimps don't cry.
Apparently not. Yeah, I've never seen a pimp cry. You know what I'm saying? The closest thing I've seen to that is, Cat Williams running from the big jail nigga in Next Friday. Oh no, Friday at the next. Friday at the next.
Pardon me. Running from Damon.
Pardon me. I'm sorry. Yes, running from Damon. I'm very sorry.
So my only critique I say against Sirius, which isn't a real critique, is that his rounds be long as fuck.
They didn't feel like it to me, at least.
His rounds be way longer than niggas he's rapping against rounds. But I mean, his rounds be good. Yeah. So that's why I get over it. Because like literally everything I have in my notes is long round, but it's packed with some good shit, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Because his rounds be so good, dog. Like, the way he rapping right now, he could battle anybody. He really could.
Yeah, he and I like seeing vets climb up. Like I know I shit on the vets these days, but like I don't want to see the vets like falling off. I want to see them adjust and be better. I want them to be the elders. You feel me? Like nigga Jay-Z's old to niggas, to the young rap niggas, Jay-Z's old as dirt. But if you put him on a verse, is it gonna freaking change the game? You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna make all the niggas you respect listen for a second? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I want that shit to happen. I want niggas to shake the room. You know what I mean? But
Sirius is nice, bro.
He's
like,
nice.
Like he nice, dog. Like I'm looking forward to more Sirius Jones battles.
He keep this up. I want him to take Mook status.
He could.
He's deserving at this point because he definitely they battled each other.
He's a vet.
Definitely.
He's a vet who fell off, came back, probably doing some of his best work now.
Yeah.
For real. And like he doing it against he been doing it against newer niggas.
Yeah.
Seasoned niggas. Like he been consistent.
You know what I'm saying? Free smoke for everybody. You feel me?
Yeah, bro. Like he's doing what you ask him to do very, very well.
There's only just one battle I don't want to happen. I don't want to see him rematch against Mav. Don't do it. They're gonna bait you. They're gonna keep talking about that punch. Cool. Take it. Do not. I mean, that's you too, Mav. Don't keep giving your expert opinion. I don't want to see y'all niggas battle because I feel like that's gonna be the weakest shit. But we're gonna be regressing, not progressing.
And it was weird because JC did good too. I don't act like I know we've been talking about Sirius, but guys, the Sirius went first. We've been talking about Sirius so much. Yeah. It was weird that JC spent like a whole round talking about Sirius getting punched, and Sirius is like, nigga, that's old as shit. Why you still bringing up that old shit? Yeah. But like, it was annoying because Sirius does that thing where he talks through niggas rounds. That shit annoys the fuck out of me. That's probably the only thing I could have against him is he talks through niggas rounds. I really don't like that shit.
I do really wish Up North niggas would stop that shit because technically he's Jersey and Harlem, which they're supposed to be like, you know, really close to one another. So, you know, Jersey, Jersey, Harlem, and Bronx, they tend to like reach each other because they're really close to one another in location. But yeah, I wish Up North niggas would stop doing that shit because that might fuck them niggas rounds and shit. Even I think JC even mentioned, he's like, yo, I'm talking through my shit, bro. Yeah. And condolences to JC, you know, losing his mother. Yeah. So yeah, that was crazy. He still showed a good show. Still put on a good show, even though he did choke in the second and the third. But I think the third he choked like kind of in the middle. The second he kind of got off enough to, and it didn't even come off as a choke. But I just know like when a lot of these niggas that are seasoned, they have slogans. They end their rounds off with slogans. So when you don't end your shit off with a slogan, it sounds like that. So when nigga just like round two, yeah, it sounds like you had more to say, but you forgot it. But the shit he did get off was good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Even like I did write down one of his lines in the first.
Was it when he said, "Bitch"?
No, that was the third.
That shit was funny as hell. Right after Sirius Jones finished his third, he was like, I was gonna say some funny shit, but yo, condolences to you, bro. It was like they had a little moment dapped up, and he was like, thanks. Bitch! Everybody started laughing. He said that shit with a smile, too.
Oh, yeah, because he knew
that shit was funny.
I was going to say something.
He's like,
very unnecessary thing after what you just said.
That shit was funny.
JC said, lame ass nigga wasn't missed by his soul. Even the 4 got him. I was like, damn.
You gotta be a different nigga to the 4 get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
But, yeah, and then Sirius in the second, Sirius said, as far as dope, I've been on fat fingers like Nunu's nails.
Nunu was getting barred up that night.
But Nunu didn't understand it. She was like, my hands ain't that big. And then Surf had explained, it was like, no, fat fingers is like a thing. It means like a lot of dope. She's like, are my fingers fat though? He's like, that's not what we're talking about. It was a drug reference, Nunu.
See, this is why we need to have Shaq in the back of there, because he could be like, nah, see, because you understand, because you ain't a street nigga. See, street niggas do street nigga shit in the streets.
That's basically what he says. And then in the second, JC was like,
I love Shaq, but it really do feel like that. Like he became from mad street nigga shit for no reason.
JC said in the second, you fruits are nuts, and I would never let our trail mix. That shit was just funny, dog.
Sirius Jones is just like a funny street nigga, bro. So it's like,
no, that was JC.
Oh, my bad.
That was JC in the second.
Oh yeah, see, but yeah, I'm glad to hear a good JC even after the tragedy in his family. Like, yeah, he coming through with that shit because we also are two people that said we don't understand why everybody be so hype on JC. And
lately, he's been impressing me more, but maybe we just didn't get it.
Maybe because we even said like it's been respected by so many. Like when people was like, "Yo, JC and Lux," and it was like a thing, we were just like, "All right, there's something we're obviously missing."
Yeah,
it's us.
It was us the whole time.
You know what I mean?
It was us the whole time.
It was us.
But he did good. He did really good. I just think Series won.
Yeah, of course.
Series was on one. It's the only thing. I don't know anything Series does. Series. I know people will even saying in the comments during the event. Series be trying to force reactions. Series be trying to talk to niggas in the crowd.
Yeah, he be like, "Yo, talk to me."
Series be trying to entertain niggas. Dog, are you rapping to me or are you talking to niggas? What's up?
Because I feel like he's a teenager, bro. Like then they be like, "Haha, that was funny, right?" Like he one of them niggas. He one of them niggas.
Don't make me laugh. Nigga, finish your rap, huh? Don't make me laugh.
He one of them niggas, bro. Like,
what's he be doing?
He's one of them like cool niggas that's kind of a little corny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then he be saying dope shit like this. He said, if you want to reminisce on that bullshit, save it for the last dance.
See what I'm saying? Like,
also, that nigga funny as shit when he walked. He walked to the camera and just posed. He just stared at the camera. I said, "Boy, you don't back your big head ass up." He posing in front of the camera. That nigga silly. Anyway, I'm looking forward to Series' next battle. I'm looking forward to JC's next battle as well.
For sure. They did their thing.
Yeah.
Next,
King Los versus DNA. I'm sorry, King Los.
I was gonna let it rock
versus DNA.
I was gonna let it rock. Now this, I
had low expectations for this.
I did too, because I'm not the biggest fan of King Los, and even though DNA's been talking like he's ascended to another level, I haven't really been impressed with new DNA. I respect it. I'm glad he's not talking about guns and shit that he don't pop. So I respect it. But almost like a Loso, it's like, all right, now you actually got to talk about something. If you don't really have some real stuff to talk about or expose, you're kind of left a little bit. Because if you got something like, if there's some skeletons in your closet, DNA will expose that shit crazy. Mm-hmm. He's one of the best people for that. But if you really don't have like anything clear, it's all just opinions, you're going to have a tough time. You know what I'm saying? But no, I ain't gonna lie. King Los was saying he was 60%. When I tell you, don't you ever in your fucking life don't go 61%. Stay at 60, my nigga. This is the best King Los I've ever heard.
That nigga's a problem.
In a battle.
I didn't realize that he did this. Because after the battle, when he was in this interview and they was talking to him, that nigga, I didn't know he was 40. That nigga looks great for his age.
Yeah. Black don't crack, bro.
That nigga, he doing great. But he was like, yeah, being in Baltimore, I used to battle niggas all the time. I didn't realize that he was from the era of niggas who battled outside like that, which is good because like not everybody's from different eras. Yeah. He was just like, yeah, when I would battle street niggas, they would expect me to be on my lyrical miracle shit. But in the first round, I just come out and rap about street shit the whole time. It would throw him off. And he's like, that was my goal here, but just throw you off. I ain't want to do all that lyrical miracle shit because I know that's what you wanted me to do.
And I kind of like that. I'm not
gonna do that, and it worked for him. He did really good.
I kind of like that because while King Los does have like more of a conscious Lupe Fiasco-ish type style, if you watch his interviews, he really does come from a real place and a real street background. Like he was one. It's almost like a Lupe. Like Lupe, when niggas was in the streets, they wasn't just average street niggas. Even at that, them niggas had status. You know what I'm saying? The niggas had to leave that shit behind because the boys was catching on. You know what I'm saying? So Los really has a real life street background, like a high ranking background too. So that's why when niggas get on their rap shit, they don't gotta do the street shit because like nigga, you know what it is. Like I don't gotta tell that street shit to you. You know my body, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just
what he also said. You know how I get it off? I don't know how that phrase came about, but I don't like when niggas be saying it.
I don't like it because
niggas be like,
it sounds pause-worthy.
It does, but apparently it's not. Niggas be like, man, you know how I get it off? I don't want to know.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
But anyway, Los,
the best King Los I've seen in the battle. I like this King Los.
He was good, bro. I'd watch him again.
Yeah,
because DNA was a great DNA as well.
Yeah,
DNA was doing really good. He was coming with the schemes and bars, but then King Los. He was showing us slowed down, more charismatic, work in the room type of style.
Yeah.
And it was working. It
seemed like even when in the point when like the reactions came late and he was like, I don't want it. It didn't seem gimmicky. It didn't seem like, you know what, I just know I'm dope. So even though y'all don't get it, fuck it. It seemed like nah. I'm cooking. I don't care about the reactions. Like, let me talk to this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Even in the way he was moving, his movements kind of reminded me of remember Sheed Happens. Where he was just like real lanky and like moving, like not afraid to be animated.
Yeah.
He was doing that.
Yeah.
He was doing animated movements, but he was still talking slow and giving niggas time to catch on. Yeah. And even when niggas wouldn't catch on, he'd be like, fuck it, it's whatever. I'm gonna do another one. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking to DNA, but it was so calm. Yeah. He was talking to that nigga.
Yeah, and I feel like because they had for those that don't know, I think they have a little history. Like they've been kind of going back and forth for, I guess, like you said, the past few years, honestly. So there was some emotions in this battle. Like niggas wasn't beefing because they still could be cordial and dap it up and, you know, talk afterwards. But there was some tension in this battle. So I guess King Los really had a point to prove too. He's like, nah. You think this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a point to prove against DNA. And I think he got the better of DNA because DNA definitely showed up, especially that third. The third
is tricky because the third was DNA's best round too.
That's the crazy thing is like it was perfect what Lo said. It was like when DNA finished that third, he was like, now that was fire. I was hoping for that the whole battle. And I ain't gonna lie, even though King Lo shit was good, if we got that DNA the whole battle, DNA would have won.
I give DNA a second still though.
Really?
King Los' second was all about DNA doing a Biden commercial. That was literally his whole second. But niggas been talking about that Biden commercial. It's kind of old now. Yeah. And he really didn't have too much new shit to add to it. I think that's really the only reason I didn't like it is because it was such an old scheme and he didn't really tweak it. I mean, all he did was talk about the history of the crime bill and why Biden's bad.
Yeah. And niggas debate the first one because the first one really wasn't really dissing DNA. It was just talking about missing the old smack, which I get it too because like I was definitely a person that watched all the smack era shit. And I ain't gonna lie, last night I even found somebody that uploaded like all the Smack DVDs. Like not in full, it's all in sections, but literally all like from artists you never heard of again that have a video in there. Like the nigga got all the numbers and just like uploaded like, yeah, such and such is interview and freestyle, Mano, like all that shit. One day I'm gonna find it so I can say it on here for, you know, all my Smack DVD fans and shit. But yeah, like that third was fire by DNA, but I ain't gonna lie, I felt King Los on the first two. Honestly, I give the whole battle to him 2-1. You know what I mean?
I feel like
I could feel that could be in like an old scheme because that did happen a while ago. DNA's already even taking responsibility. He's like, yeah, I did some cool shit. It's almost like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different when a nigga don't own up to some shit. But when a nigga own up to it, it's like, all right, you can't keep on saying you're wrong for what you did. Niggas will be like, I know. I made a mistake.
It was kind of the same critique I had of when I said that JC just talked about Sirius getting hit for a whole round. Like, it's not really going to work no more. I'm going to counter the point against you bringing up all this old shit with nothing new, exciting. So
it's cute.
That's really the main reason I give DNA the second is because all that Biden shit bored me. And then
I'm not mad at that.
The third is debatable to me. The third is debatable. Even though DNA's energy was great in the third, Los was talking to that nigga in the third. Yeah. And then the first, I don't know who I give the first. I have to listen to it again to really decide the first. But the third, bro, that nigga, Lo said, just because you've been battling since Jesus wept, that don't make you God tier.
Ooh, that was the best God tier line I ever heard. That's the best. And he ain't even in God tier, but like, nigga, how do you make better God tier lines than the actual God tier niggas? Y'all niggas need to step y'all shit up for that.
That was like, that's easily top 3 lines of the night.
That was crazy. Just because you've been battling since Jesus wept don't make you God tier. Woo! Los!
I ain't know he had it in him, dog.
I did not know he had it in him.
If he got some shit like that, come back, nigga.
You know what? That's the nigga that bagged Lola. You know what I'm saying? That's the nigga that bagged Lola, all right? Because most niggas, because for those that don't know, I forget her last name. I think it's Monroe. Her rap name, at least, Lola Monroe. You might remember her from doing other shit beyond rapping before then, but yeah, like that's the nigga that got that bag, you know what I'm saying, a beautiful black queen like that. I think they married too, actually. It's not just dating, like they've been married.
What is your point?
My point is that you ugly. You know what I'm saying? But this was a good battle. You know what I'm saying? King Los did his thing. I feel like, yeah, I'll give it to Los 2-1. Even though I literally have in my notes, King Los barely lost the third. Like, if somebody say they like DNA's third, King Los's third, like as much or more, I understand that too. Like, this is I feel like this might be the most debatable battle.
Yeah, like, and this one I'm kind of leaning towards Los as well.
Yeah,
but it's really about
preference.
Third and the first. Yeah, and it's up to preference. The second, I give the DNA.
Yeah.
This was one of the best battles of the night. And it was crazy because it followed a great battle.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, y'all got something with this card. 3 great battles so far. Because the Arsenal and Loso was whatever. It was fine. But 3 out of 4?
And it's funny because this is probably supposed to have the lowest expectations, at least from us. This is probably the lowest expectations.
Yeah, I had low expectations for this battle. I really did. And I like and respect DNA, but I just, after the daylight battle, that King Los, he was good, but he wasn't this.
Yeah,
he was not this.
Stay at 60%. All right.
Yeah, bro.
Because I feel like you go above that, it's 2 lyrical miracles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. If he goes straight Kaioken, I don't know if niggas can handle it.
Sometimes you gotta dumb it down for niggas. You gotta bring it down for niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Benny the Butcher said, you gotta dumb it down for niggas. You gotta do that. It's like bringing the price down. You gotta move that. You feel me?
And we're going to move on to the next battle.
You did?
Ab versus B-Dot. Another great battle.
Another one.
These niggas had a great card.
For sure.
For the most part.
For sure.
Ab versus B-Dot, it was everything you thought it would be. 2 niggas who don't slouch. And especially a nigga like B-Dot who niggas really be ducking.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't be seeing him like that. Because B-Dot be wanting to battle, but niggas really duck B-Dot. And Ab ain't scared of nobody.
Yeah.
So he ain't give a fuck. He was gonna talk his shit, and he was talking his shit.
For sure.
But I still lean towards B-Dot. B-Dot was in another place last night.
I feel like B-Dot shit was on the same level as he normally is. It was just more versatile than Av. Like, I feel like Av shit is great, but it's like, you know, it'll be the same simple subject matter. Whereas like B-Dot was like, he'll talk the street shit. Then he talk a little politics shit. Then he talked about, you know, the food and how they're contaminating the food. And then
he had more.
He's not gonna. Yeah, like
Av really didn't. He didn't have too much to say about B-Dot.
Yeah,
most niggas don't. Most niggas be struggling to find angles.
Yeah,
but you know, Av still did really good though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, shit. I respect B-Dot for actually being the first nigga I heard actually have a good reason to why he's not getting the vaccination. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dig it, and it had to come from a freaking battle, because other niggas just be like, I'm not gonna get it because of stupid shit, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I respect it. B-Dot is very versatile. You know what I'm saying?
He was
very versatile with his attacks and schemes and shit. I can see why niggas be ducking that nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the only annoying thing with Av is Av was killing it, but the crowd was clearly leaning towards B-Dot as well.
Yeah.
B-Dot was getting more reactions, and Av was like, all right, nigga, whatever, I'm still gonna rap.
Yeah, he's still gonna do his shit.
And he was doing good.
Yeah.
Even in the third, because Av's most personal round against B-Dot was his third. He was talking about how, like, you know what I'm saying, B-Dot, your dad was blood, that's the only reason you were blood, you didn't do all that, you from this, you from that, like, whatever. When that nigga said his dad, because B-Dot's dad was a producer, he said, "You out here a killer producer. You ain't nothing but a deadbeat." I said, talking to this nigga.
Talk to that nigga, son.
Talking to this nigga.
But I ain't gonna lie though. What we are gonna talk about is why the fuck is Surf being a hater, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like I knew what he was doing, because he just like for those that don't know, there was an IG live with Av, T-Top, Geechee, and Surf. And of course, Surf in perfect Surf fashion is gonna tell all these niggas, y'all not fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? There was like trying to draw up a card between like rookies versus vets. Even though I don't consider T-Top, Av, and Geechee to be rookies, because like them niggas been doing this shit for years. Mm-hmm. So I know y'all like the niggas been doing it longer, but I'm like, when I say y'all niggas probably been doing it maybe 2 years longer, like a 7-year and a 5-year career run. That's not rookies and vets.
Yeah. And
I feel like that's where these niggas have been doing it. Like, they're all respected. They're all vets.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to call it, but he was trying to like do like, you know, like a him versus Av, Tay-Rock versus, I don't know, T-Top type shit. And I think there was like just drawing up the card, and like he was like, nigga, Rock could take such and such, and I'll take Av. And Av was just like, bro, this ain't what you want, bro. This is not what you want. Of course, Surf was talking shit. He was like, nigga, I will bury you easily. Like, so after Av like, you know, I guess crowd wise doesn't do the best. Even though he still was doing this shit, it was still fire.
Oh yeah.
But it was like just amazing how everybody else was like, yeah, we still give it to B-Dot, but it was still a great battle. I mean, nigga, Surf was just trying to shit on Av. He's like, you know, nigga was like, you know, after all the good battles we're having, you know, I think you just should come more prepared. It's really unprofessional after, like, he was just really trying to break down Av and shit on Av. And I'm just like,
yeah,
nigga.
That's what he does.
Nigga.
But me,
we know you about to battle him, so you just trying to down talk a nigga like.
But you ain't say nothing about he was talking shit about Sirius and JC too.
Yeah.
He straight up said, I don't like neither one of these niggas. He said it. Because when they did their predictions, Nunu and Jay Black was like, all right, I think JC. Surf said, that's cool. I'm glad you have your predictions. I don't like either one of these niggas. But all right, we can go to the battle. Surf he didn't predict because I don't give a fuck about these niggas. Like,
Surf is a different nigga, bro. But yeah, that nigga was just trying to shit on that. And I seen it too when, like, I guess B-Dot was walking by. I don't even think he was trying to talk to them niggas. But he was like, yo, B-Dot, good battle. Which, of course, B-Dot's going to see that and be like, oh, they're on camera? Well, fuck it. Let me get some shine.
Yeah.
So then he comes through and they're like, yes, how you feel about whipping Nav's ass? Like, I was like, yo, Sir, you a vile nigga, bro.
And then when he was like, then that's when Nunu changed his shoes. Just like, what do you think he did well? What do you think he did well?
Yeah, like
Nunu turned it into a regular question. He was like, oh yeah, I liked a couple of his lines. That was cool.
Yeah, you know, Serv is, like I said, up north niggas. He gonna spin that shit into like, yeah, but you know, he did pretty good. But B-Dot, my God, it's just a different, and still managed to be like, yo, you wouldn't if I went against you, you know, so you better come better than that. No, but
he was saying against Tay-Rock.
Oh yeah,
he said if you was going against my brother Rock, that's his man. Do that and then some.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be better than that, but you definitely beat Av. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga Surf is an interesting nigga, bro. I swear, he's an interesting nigga, bro. Shout out to you, Surf. You a different type of dude, bro. Yeah. And now we get to the headline.
The headline of the event.
And I will say now, since we're here, I was expecting this to be the weakest battle of the night. And let's see, what's a word better than correct? I feel like Mr. Cleo at this point. Like it was definitely the weakest battle of the night, easily, at least on my side, as even a Head Ice fan. Mm-hmm. As a Head Ice fan, it was definitely like I was this close to just going to bed early. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I wanted to turn this shit off too, but I couldn't, bro. Like I said, I owe it to the fans to watch this shit all the way through. Cause like I wanted to turn this shit off before it started. Cause I said, y'all are not gonna be better than the Av and B-Dot battle that you're following
at all.
Y'all might as well postpone this for another day.
And I'm like, I know I'm not gonna be very impressed with Averb because I haven't been very impressed with Averb ever since he became vegan. No disrespect to no vegans, but he's decided to switch his style up, and niggas hate. Let him hate. I don't know if his money piled up, but whatever.
What you did there.
You know what I'm saying? But in Head Ice, I know he's an acquired taste, but he's an acquired taste for also a certain time. I don't know if he works now because his shit also, I realized today, his shit's never personal. I've never seen him really do no personal shit. He really just writes. Like, I even remember in his early battles, I've listened to some of his actual tape because I was a big Head Ice fan. He really rapped mixtape bars at niggas. You know what I'm saying? He just dressed it in a way to make it fit the battle. Mm-hmm. But he ain't gonna really get personal. He's not gonna be like, nigga, remember that nigga punched you on camera, you know what I'm saying? Or Hitman Holla. He's not gonna do none of that shit. He's just gonna write some raps, maybe that have your name in it. That's
Hopefully.
It. Hopefully. And then that's it. Like,
so yeah, we gonna go ahead and speed through this. I'm not a Head Ice fan. It is what it is. I'm Southern. I'm from a different era. My ears are different. We're in much different age groups. His stylish probably just isn't going to appeal to me. Yeah. Averb, like you said, we've been saying for a while now that we've been bored with him for a while. I will say this: Averb did good. Averb did better than I expected.
Yeah, he
Head Ice did exactly what I expected.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he could not capitalize on the success of his last battle against Av. Because in that battle against Av,
that was a different
ice.
Him
that battle.
That was a different ice.
That was very good Head Ice.
That was the best ice I've seen in a long time.
And I gave him that battle over a nigga like Av, who we thoroughly respect.
Very much.
I went in there saying Av finna murder this nigga. Yeah. And Av didn't.
Yeah.
Head Ice won that in my eyes. So I was like, maybe he gonna prove me wrong. Maybe he gonna be like, look, I'm different now. And I'm gonna show y'all niggas. he did the opposite. He did exceed. We are who we thought they were.
Yeah,
he went out there, talked in code that even Verb mentioned. Even Verb had a lot about. Don't know what you be talking about. He said something like that. And
that's why to this day I still understand how he was the actual king of the dot.
I don't know.
Because I'm like,
bro.
For one thing, okay, at least with Smack, you know what I'm saying? It might be some, shacks in the crowd who are from the streets or understand the street language more than the average nigga. So they might get some shit you say. You know what I'm saying? Because even I think the last Rex battle, not the one we saw where he's a Crip now, but the one before then, like Shaq was saying, like, yo, T-Rex did good. And I was like, really? I think it was versus Easy. He was like, well, nah, T-Rex was just speaking in code. And I was like, yeah, there were some things he said that, like, I guess hit the room, but I was like, I don't get it. I don't know what he said.
Rex only had a couple decent lines in that battle to me.
It really wasn't that great. But I was like, maybe just some of the bars went over my head because I'm not a street nigga. And they still, there's shit they put in rap songs and then there's shit that's actual code that, like, niggas like us won't know. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, like, it was cool. It was cool. I hate to say it, I think I even give it to Verb a little bit.
I give it to Verb. I have Verb winning by a lot. But, hey, it is what it is.
I give it to him a little bit.
I knew what it was going to be. It wasn't the way to end this card.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
They just had...
It just because it's like a grudge match technically, and they both they've been wanting this battle because like they're both seasoned vets and they're legends and all that.
Yeah.
Don't make them the headline no more.
You know what this feels like?
You knew, like, they knew what this was going to be.
This feels like when you get a DJ Khaled album and you have a song on there with Lil Baby and Drake that bangs and it's fire, but then you have, also because DJ Khaled is of the culture, you'll have a song with like Raekwon and Ghostface and it has immaculate production and DJ Khaled's choosing that record to talk his shit on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's cool, but it's like, we're also dealing with two people that are past their prime. So like, it's going to be good regardless because these are professional, legendary MCs. But am I going to act like I like this better than the Lil Baby and Drake joint? No, I'm sorry. No. It's going to be cool. There's going to be some bars in there. You know what I'm saying? But am I going to be sitting back repeating these shits word for word? No. You know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like. It felt like we got stacked lists, and we're going to put emphasis on these two people because, yes, they are legends. Yeah, they did their thing. They've been doing their thing for a while. They're still active. And all respect on their name. All respect on their name. But are they fucking with this era? Nah, not really. Not at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But overall, good event.
Yeah, overall.
Good time, good stuff. Good timing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Love that, staying on time and whatnot. I hope we do that more often.
Yeah.
I know Smack is a businessman.
Started at 6, ended at 11?
Yeah, about around 11.
So 5 hours, they got in, 6 battles?
Yeah.
I know, I think it was more than 6. Let me count.
I think it was 6. It was 6 battles.
So in 5 hours, they got 6 battles done.
Yeah.
But the other day, they couldn't get 6 battles done in 8 hours? What the fuck is you talking about?
I don't know what it was about crowds, and then, like, I guess people, like, were taking forever to come out or get there or whatever. I don't know.
I don't care about the logistics, how they got to set it up. They just got to do better.
Niggas was too busy trying to ask Drake for a feature before they went on damn stage or something.
I don't got time for that.
I don't know what it is. You know what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
the one. I'll stop watching your shit.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't the two. You know what I mean?
Nigga said, he ain't the one. I ain't the two.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I gotta work tomorrow, my nigga, and I got bills. So you know what I'm saying? Respectfully, love this podcast, still love doing this, love the culture, love everything. But these bills, my nigga,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not about to be up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning watching this live event. Niggas got lives, bro.
Nigga, I gotta drive every day, and I got a girl that's emotional that likes to have conversations and shit. My time be booked up a lot. Okay, and he be having to deal with this shit, and he be looking at me sometimes like, bruh. I'd be like, listen, I got this and that, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, good event, good shit. I hope we get to the shits more often.
Yes.
Smack's a businessman, so I understand sometimes there's gonna be crowds involved. It makes more money logically. Yeah. So I get it.
I get it sometimes. I do appreciate that they're gonna keep doing these volumes, these small room battles too.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I look forward to these more.
Yeah.
But they announced their next event, Traffic 4, November 20th.
Yeah.
We'll go over it next episode. We'll go over that card and everything. Give our predictions. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. This is the official recap for Volume 8. Quan, let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me at SAYQUAND on social media platforms. That's You can find me on Instagram via Meta. You can find me on Facebook via Meta, the Metaverse. I gotta do more research on that shit because, you know, Earn Your Leisure's been talking about that a lot. You know, shout out to Earn Your Leisure. If you try and get some money and really like get wealthy, you know what I'm saying? Like real wealthy, not scam wealthy. Like check them niggas out. They got good information and shit. But yeah, you can find me there on your social media platforms. Sometimes Twitter also. I'm mostly on IG though. And if you want to get some beats from me, you can find me at sayquan.beatstars.com. Got all kind of beats. Holla at your boy. Got them for the low. I do deals. You know what I'm saying? Buy one, get ones. Holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Let's work. Where can they find you at?
All right. If you wanted to find me, you know what I'm saying?
Blackplanet.com. Black people meet. Christian mingle.
If you wanted to find me, you can find me on my Farmers Only account. But when I'm not, you know, farming, you know what I'm saying? Tractor life.
That's not a joke. You really was on the farmer game, like committed too, like having fun. Like you looked happy. I forgot what farmer game it was. It was on the Xbox.
Farming game on
the
Xbox.
It's because it's not a new one, but it was one that came out like on the original Xbox, and then they brought it back, a sequel for Xbox 360.
Talking about State of Decay?
No. It wasn't State of Decay. It was like one of them cute games. I gotta find it. It was on Game Pass. Game. Yeah, it was on Game Pass.
Like Plants vs. Zombies?
Nah, but it's like something like that.
I was playing a farming game.
Yeah. And
hold on. Only about Viva Pinata?
Yes.
That's different. Viva Pinata is highly respected.
See what I'm saying? He was fucking with that game. Niggas.
But anyway, when I'm not playing Viva Pinata or Patapon or any of those other gangsta ass games.
Or Overcooked. Shout out to Overcooked. Shout out to the Unbred.
You can find me on my socials at Not Bloodbath. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me, I talk back. And if you want to talk about the show stuff, follow all the show socials, the TikTok, the IG, the Twitter, at Hold It Down Pod. So that's gonna do it for this week's episode. Well, thank y'all for tuning in.
And also, the C-Pan campaign is still in full effect. You know what I'm saying? We still doing what we do.
We're gonna drop the EP soon, so y'all have the option to listen to the full songs, you download them, all that.
And I ain't gonna lie, we a week or two, probably a month, probably top of next year, I'm gonna start plugging your shit, that Shea Butter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna start plugging your Shea Butter business. You know what I mean? Get some of these brothers' skin smooth out here, because ladies, the ladies ain't digging. You know what I'm saying? When you got the skin of a crocodile and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit nice and smooth. You know what I'm saying? When you doing the massage and shit. You know what I mean? Like get it nice and smooth, nice and CL smooth. You feel me? They reminisce over you. My God. You feel me? We're gonna talk about that next year though. Like once you get the stock right and all that, gonna come out bussing. Came out bussing.
All right, well, that's what we're gonna do for this episode. I want to thank you for tuning in. Remember to tell a friend to tell a friend.
And tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
And remember, the South gonna hold it down.
Pip pip dilly do, bitches.